This is All India Radio. The news read by Abhishek Mukhopadhyay. Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs (CCEA) has approved 2,880 megawatt Dibang multi-purpose project in Arunachal Pradesh at the cost of 1,600 crore rupees. Briefing media in New Delhi this afternoon, Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar said this will be the highest dam in the country with a height of 278 meters once completed. The estimated completion period for the project will be 9 years. On completion, Arunachal will get 12% free power from the project. The Union Cabinet has approved a National Medical Commission Bill 2019. The bill provides for setting up of a National Medical Commission in place of Medical Council of India and repeal the Indian Medical Council Act 1956. The features of the bill include the common final year MBBS exams will be known as the National Exit Test, which would serve as licentiate exam for entrance to postgraduate medical course and a screening test of foreign medical graduates. Mr. Javadekar said the Commission will regulate fee and all other charges for 50% seats in private medical colleges and deemed universities. These measures will ensure a transparent admission process and also bring down admission fee. The Supreme Court today directed that the 15 rebel MLAs of the Congress-JDS coalition in Karnataka should not be compelled to take part in the proceedings of the State Assembly. The Assembly is slated to decide on the confidence motion moved by the H.D. Kumaraswamy-led government in the state tomorrow. A bench headed by Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi also said Assembly Speaker K.R. Ramesh Kumar was free to decide on the resignations of the rebel legislatures within the time frame decided by him. The court said the Speaker's decision be put before it. Reacting to the judgment, Speaker K.R. Ramesh Kumar said he will take a decision that in no way will go contrary to the Constitution, the court and the Lokpal. The BJP has welcomed the verdict. BJP State President B.S. Yedurappa said it is a victory of the Constitution and democracy and a moral victory for the rebel MLAs. Government has taken several measures to check illegal migration in the country. These include erection of fencing on international boundary, enhanced vigil by border guarding forces, as well as use of technology for border guarding and smart fencing. This was stated by Minister of State for Home Nityanand Rai in a written reply in the Rajya Sabha today. He said the National Register of Citizens (NRC) in Assam will be published as per the direction of the Supreme Court. Replying to supplementaries on NRC like register in other parts of the country, Home Minister Amit Shah said illegal migrants and infiltrators in any part of the country will be identified and deported. The International Court of Justice (ICJ) will deliver its verdict today in the case relating to Indian national Kulbhushan Jadhav, currently on death row in Pakistan. A retired Indian Navy officer, Jadhav was sentenced to death by a Pakistani military court on charges of espionage and terrorism in April 2017. President of the court, Judge Abdul Qawi Ahmad Yusuf, will read out the verdict during a public sitting which will take place at 6:30 p.m. Indian time at the Peace Palace in The Hague, Netherlands. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today informed the Lok Sabha that India and China are respecting bilateral pacts to ensure peace and tranquility along the border. He was replying to the issue raised by Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, who alleged that the Chinese civilians entered the Demchok sector on the line of actual control during the Dalai Lama's birthday on the 6th of this month. Mr. Singh said there is complete restraint by the armed forces of India and China at Doklam. He pointed out that at the summit level meeting in April last year, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese President Xi Jinping had worked on strategic guidelines towards confidence-building measures. In Jammu and Kashmir, an unidentified terrorist has been killed in an encounter with security forces in Baramulla district. The gunfight broke out after the forces launched a cordon and search operation in Gund Brath village in Sopore Tehsil early this morning. The gunfight is still on. Security sources said one more terrorist is believed to be holed up in the area. Mobile internet services remain snapped in Sopore as a precautionary measure. Ace Indian shuttlers P.V. Sindhu and Kidambi Srikanth today advanced to the pre-quarterfinals of the Indonesia Open Badminton Tournament at Jakarta. In the women's singles, Sindhu, seeded 5th, came back from a game behind to beat Japan's Aya Ohori 11-21, 21-15, 21-15. In the men's singles, 8th placed Srikanth defeated the Japanese Kenta Nishimoto in straight games 21-14, 21-13. B. Sai Pranith, however, bowed out after losing to Wang Wing Ki of Hong Kong 15-21, 21-13, 10-21. In another match, shuttler Aegis Pranay was defeated by China's Yuki Shi 21-19, 18-21, 20-22. And that is the end of this news bulletin.